had the grades and everything else. Brandeis was all over him. Brandeis told him, come here, you know, you qualify for an academic scholarship due to your grades. So he's battling between UMass Lowell and Brandeis. I asked him, I said, you know, UMass Lowell is a good school, but Brandeis, you can't pass up on Brandeis. Well, you know, I said, what is the point? Well, it's a scholarship, it's Division II. Well, once again, Tyrone, you're not going pro. You're not going overseas. You're 5'9", you're quick as lightning, okay, with a gimmicky jump shot that hits only sometimes. You're all-state, okay, you're everything else. You're a Division III All-American with a lot of work. Well, you know, he had people in his ears, well, you know, Malcolm don't know what he's talking about, man, he's a fool. You're gonna pass up UMass Lowell, full scholarship to Brandeis, full academic scholarship. Wouldn't talk to me. Wouldn't talk to me for 9 months. Wouldn't return my calls, everything else. Got a letter from him 2 years later. I just want to let you know that was the best decision in life, and you know, and although I took it a little far by not speaking to you, I like to, you know, mend the fence with you and everything else, and thank God that you stayed there and you stayed on your decision. You were hard on me. Now, working down at Wall Street, $76,000, 2 years out of school. For what? Because you want to go say that you're playing Division II?
Rough upbringings. I had a classic story of, you know, mom and dad not around. Mom struggled with her things from, you know, drugs and alcohol and a lack of education, having her first child at 14. So for me, it was my way to escape. It was a get away. You don't want to be home. Sports was something, again, it brought your friends together. And I think that's where, for a lot of people, back in the day, it really, you could develop that passion for it. You develop that love for it. I think nowadays, what I think when you got the social media, you got more access to, let's say, music or arts, or school is offering a lot more things for students to do. I think sports have now become, for many, that way out, especially in the city, where what I learned when I went to college, when I spoke to, you know, students that came from private schools or the suburbs, college was like, school's not over till you finish college. So I think they grew up with the ideology, yeah, you're going to college. There's always, and you know, mom and dad and uncle and auntie, they are professionals and here and there, and they went to this school, they went to that school. In the city, we're still dealing with first generation college students.
And when you think about folks in the world of athletics, that's a headline grabber. When you think about the Jay-Z's and other rap artists, those are headline grabbers. And when you look at it from that perspective, of course people are going to aspire to be that, because your success has been visualized and it's been validated. And when that happens, that's what people tend to gravitate to, because it appears to be more conceivable and, more importantly, more immediate. Black folks, we're really not trying to be but so patient, because patience basically entails us trusting someone other than ourselves and our own ability. And that's incredibly difficult for us to do when there is an option.
I think we need to start understanding and giving the same type of credence to a kid who's excelling, you know, in math as we do a kid who's excelling on the court. You know, we need to put that same type of emphasis on there. But once again, in the black community, we ride a lot and put a lot on the success of what our athletes do, because the results come a lot quicker. And I've seen it in households, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it too, where you may have a straight A kid along with the all-state athlete, and who gets all the love? You know what I'm saying? The athlete does. You know, and that priority basically inside of our households and inside the community needs to shift a bit. You know, we need to start celebrating everybody that has success. Everyone that has success, you know, that does a lot of things inside the black community. Yeah, you know, there may be some fathers missing in homes and we don't see the lawyers or the doctors, but damn, let's not act like every black person, there ain't shit going on in the black community. There's some stuff going on. We got a lot of successful black folks that are doing things.
It's not how much you make, it's what you do with what you make. It's not with how much resources you have, it's what do you do with your resources. And if you can manage your resources well, in a good 20-year period of time, you can be worth $1 million. You can be wealthy, not just rich. There are some people that are rich, and people that are rich, they lose it. But wealth is something that you earn. It's something that you build, and you want to have true wealth.